Russian President Vladimir Putin has just seen a drill being conducted, and the Belarusian president was also with him as missile drills were conducted. And is this being seen as a major escalation between Russia and Ukraine? I quickly want to cut across and bring in Lieutenant General Atta Hasnain joining me on the broadcast, someone who's been tracking developments here very closely. Also with me is Rajesh Pawar, my colleague here in Kiev. General Hasnain, is an attack imminent? Is a Russian attack, General, is an attack, Russian attack on Ukraine imminent? Give me a moment. I will try and reestablish that link with General Hasnain. Rajesh, you've been tracking developments very, very closely. What is it that you are picking up in Ukraine? Are they now preparing for a Russian assault at the border areas, or is there merit in Joe Biden saying that the Russians will not just target border areas, they'll move straight for Kiev?
Gaurav, what I heard from President Biden today, he said that he believes that Putin is going to attack and they're going to attack Kiev. There's another major development which has happened recently. As you mentioned, there were missile drills, but they were not just plain missile drills. Putin oversaw this military exercise testing nuclear missiles, which included intercontinental ballistic missiles and cruise missiles. Second important military development which has happened recently is an increased artillery fire in Donbass region. Now, both the sides, be it NATO, be it Russia, they are saying that the attack will happen from the other side, and the other side will carry out a black flag or a false flag operation. Now, if this is the situation, it makes it more tense, and likelihood of war has increased because other side will blame one side will blame the other side for a false flag operation and will justify their attack in the other's territory. In the meanwhile, Donbass region, the local government there is planning evacuation of almost 700,000 civilians to the Russian province of Rostov. This is all from my side as of now.
Fair enough. And how is Ukraine dealing with this situation? Is Ukraine prepared to deal with it militarily, or is Ukraine putting all its eggs in the diplomatic basket, hoping for a diplomatic solution? Of course, US says they've sent $500 million worth of military hardware, Javelin missiles, ammunition, but no commitment of troops on ground. So Ukraine will have to defend its territory on its own, minus NATO assistance.
Are you asking me, Gaurav?
Yes, Rajesh.
As of now, when we are talking, a Munich security meet is underway in Germany. Kamala Harris is in attendance, and only thing they're talking about is not diplomacy, but of threats. Threats of sanctions in case Russia invades. But mind you, none of the NATO countries or US has committed that they will send their troops in case of war. So in case Ukraine is left to on its own when Russia attacks, I don't think Ukraine will be able to hold on for long in that situation.
Of course, Russia has all along said they have no intention of targeting Ukraine or militarily attacking Ukraine. But the situation on ground, especially in the border areas, does remain extremely tense. There have been a number of activities which are out of the ordinary, whether it's the targeting of a gas pipeline or a vehicle-borne improvised explosive device that went off in the restive region. And as Rajesh Pawar was just telling us, 700,000 people could well be evacuated, especially women and children, onto the Russian side in an area in the east that owes its allegiance to Russia and not like the West here in Ukraine that's considered closer to the NATO forces or wants to be a part of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization.